We're about to get up close and personal with the man behind the magic. Yes. Thank you, Lord. So grateful, so grateful. Our guest tonight is not an artist, is not a recording artist. You know, I usually play their music, so I'm just playing my own tonight. This is my favorite song. I know I'm biased because it's my song, but out of my yeah. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Sorry guys, my alarm went off. I'm like, we good. Hey LaShonda. Alright guys, let's get right into it. Again tonight, we are so fortunate to have the man behind magic, media maven, social award-winning, let me get that right, award-winning social media influencer, founder and CEO of Gospel Artist Entertainment,
Yo.
Mr. Aldren McCullar, ladies and
What's
gentlemen.
going on?
Wild.
What's up? What up? What up? What up?
How are you, Aldren?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you so much for bringing me on.
Look, I'm so honored. Thank you so very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm really excited. I'm glad that your curls are not popping more than mine tonight. I was like, is he gonna outdo me with this hair? Like,
no, that was a temporary thing. Those are out.
But they look natural though. Like it's so bad. You got good hair. That's so
Thank you.
Like,
well, that was actually my hair. That's all my hair.
I know. That's why I was a little jealous. But welcome to Music Mondays with Terri Cann. Again,
Thank you.
Honored to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
The pleasure's all mine. We usually talk to a lot of singers, rappers, artists on here, industry professionals, as you are one. And I wanted to bring you on tonight because most of the target audience for my show are independent artists. So okay. I said I need to bring in the man behind it all so we can get the scoop, right? And this evening, when I was just, doing my YouTube research, I didn't even know that you started a show entitled Industry One-on-One.
Yeah.
Already. So I was like, all right, come on, Holy Spirit. Okay. But I want to go back to the beginning. Little did I know until I received your bio that you are a former background vocalist. You were singing yourself.
Yeah, I grew up singing in the choir, and I started singing when I was about maybe 5 years old, 4 or 5 years old.
Wow.
And we had a little choir for the kids called the Coosters, and that choir was at my church, my home church, the church that I attend now. And yes. So I started off doing that. And so as I got older, I started off, just using my singing ability everywhere I go. So next thing you know, here I go singing behind different artists. And there, a lot of people don't know, but I sung behind several artists. I mean, several artists. So.
Hold on, let me read the bio because I was just like, wait, what? You sound yeah, I'm pulling out the paper. You said Dorinda Clark Cole, Charles Jenkins, Twinkie Clark, Fred Hammond. I don't even know how you were able to stand up and not fall out. Fred Hammond, Candy West, Sim Hughes, Eva McCullar, and
which is my sister. Yeah,
on and on. Your sisters are artists. Wow.
Yeah. And I want to make a disclaimer. I put those people in there because I've actually had the opportunity to sing background for them. Am I their background singers? Absolutely not. Now I was my sister's background singer and Sim, but the other ones I'm not. I'm not their original background singer. So there were a couple of events that took place that I had the opportunity to sing background for them. So yeah.
So that, first of all, that still means you're dope because I know you're just not gonna be let's call Pookie off the street to sing. So you can actually sing, right? You can sing. So
just a little bit.
Whatever. I saw that video from when you were 11. Did my research. It's
I know that's funny.
You better sing, right?
That is hilarious.
So what prompted the switch, from singing to
Mhm.
starting your own media company, media and marketing?
So, first of all, I've always had a passion for just music, period. Whether it was
Okay.
gospel, R&B, soul, pop, country, hip hop, jazz. I've
Right.
always just had a passion for music. But by me being raised in church, the only thing that I really listened to was gospel.
Mm-hmm.
So I fell in love with gospel music as I was growing up, and my whole goal was to actually do something within the gospel community. Now I didn't know what
Wow.
that was. I was just like, I want to be able to connect with a lot of artists, and some of these artists that I see on TV, I want to be able to connect with them, and be able to have a conversation with them, even outside of just music. And so I soon was able to just, build this whole platform with, Gospel Artist Entertainment. And it actually just started off as just the artist page, just promoting people, promoting the industry,
Wow.
promoting the events, promoting artists. Anytime I seen
Wow.
somebody come out with music, I promoted it on that
Right.
page. And the more I did that, the bigger the audience got. And so, it's just it led from one thing to the next, and just having this whole dream of being able to
Mm-hmm.
or wanting to connect with these artists. That was the way that I was able to do it, was to just build a platform supporting and promoting them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And again, that's one of the key reasons why I wanted to, I like speaking to the brains behind the operation. Like as an independent artist myself, I knew about gospel artists and say, I'm just like, well, who's
Yeah.
behind this? And then to find out, I was like, you man, young.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
I'm
awesome.
26, about to be 27 in 2 months.
Come on with that too. I missed that too,
Yeah.
behind my age. Okay, anyway.
Oh.
That is awesome, Aldren. So
Thank
what
you.
do you have a background in PR and advertising? Like, did you go to school for it or just
A lot of
wisdom,
people
Holy
think
Spirit?
I've actually went to school for it, but I did not go to school for none of the things that I created. None
Wow.
of it. None of it. I
That's
honestly,
so good.
God really gave me the idea. God
I
gave me,
believe you.
he allowed me to be able to create this. Like I tell everybody, this is not me. This is all God, and I still stand on that. You know,
Right.
and I wanted to just create something. I wanted to create a platform to be able to just, support. And so I didn't go to school for it. I just got a whole bunch of content together, started putting it together,
Right.
created a page. Next thing you know, gave it a name, boom. Everybody started loving it. And they think I'm just, you know, I'm just this person who went to a great school like Harvard, or
Right.
went to somewhere where I just got the.
Right.
I don't. Let me tell you, I don't have a degree behind this. I'm just being transparent and honest. I don't have any, I don't have any type of education behind it. The only education that I have behind it is the education that God gave me.
Come on.
And I go as I work, and I work as I go.
Come on.
So yeah.
You're an inspiration. You're definitely inspiration.
Wow.
Like it's not a lot of people have content on social media. Let's get that. With
They,
the
they
onset
do.
of social
Yeah.
media,
Yeah.
social media is a beautiful thing. I'm sure some of the artists that have gone on, they wished that they might have been in this time,
Right.
where
Right.
they could
Right.
put themselves on social media.
Right.
So
Wow.
don't ever downplay what you did. Like you say it real humbly, like I just thought I just put some stuff
I
okay.
mean, I just want to do something, a little something.
He's so
Just a
humble.
little
God
something.
bless you. So I usually ask singers like who inspires you, but I want to ask
Mhm.
you what inspires you.
Oh, what inspires me? It's so many things that inspire me. And it's so many people that inspire me. But as far
Okay.
as the material things, or things itself, what inspires me is the fact that seeing people grow in their career.
Wow. That's awesome.
you know and
That's awesome.
that's always what I've been. A lot of people say, oh, you support so many people, we need to start supporting you. Well, I a lot of times I don't look for support back.
Okay.
I would like to have support back, just to be honest,
Right.
but I don't look for it back, because I feel like that if it came to that point where I look for it back, then it's kind of like my motives are kind of in the wrong place, and I don't ever want to get to that point. I do it out the kindness of my heart, and I really do it because I really want to see people ministry grow, or whatever it is they're doing, their career. So whatever career that they're doing, I want I want to see it grow. You know, I want to see it manifest. I want to see it build. And that's the reason why I'm constantly pushing and promoting and telling people, hey, you need to go get their music. You know, I have a team that posts content for me when I'm doing other stuff, and have them to, you know, say, hey, y'all need to go buy this person's music or check this person out, check this group out. It's because we are literally wanting these people to grow and be successful, not only just in their career, but in their ministry. So that's the number one thing that keeps me going and that actually motivates me.
Wow.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Yeah,
No, really, God bless you.
Yeah. And I really enjoy it. You know, I really, Chandra, I'm sorry, my friend. So Chandra Corelli, she's on BT. She's the one that works with Tyler Perry on Brothers. So BET Plus. I'm just sorry. I seen her come in.
That's
Chandra is my
okay.
friend, so I just want to give a shout out to Chandra. But yes. But yeah, so it's really like it's so amazing because this type of stuff I really love doing. I mean, you know, this whole career path that I never even thought would even get this far. God has really blown my mind just because of having the heart for people, and that's always what I want to do. Yeah.
One word that I've been doing this now for about 4 months. Like I started this from COVID.
Okay.
And one word that comes up every single interview, right, in some way, in some aspect, is authenticity, right? People will feel your heart, you know, and number one, of course, God, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I think you have just given us a secret to your blow up, right? Because we can feel that you're authentic. Your heart is in this for people. Yeah. So that is what has blown you up. And oh wow. Yes, Chris, the artist. God's about to blow my mind. Hey man, you better receive
exactly. Listen,
too, Chris.
Come on. Huh? Come on up here.
You know, as you shout out these wonderful people that you can call friends on your live, which is amazing. As you are able to interview like some of the biggest gospel celebrities. Yeah. What advice would you give to people who want to network with someone of, we're gonna call it the upper echelon of people?
Well, I'm a realist. So the first advice is the first advice is don't get on their nerves, because if you constantly just you're probably gonna, like, people love people. I'm gonna tell you, the celebrities that I have been able to be able to connect with or even just network with, one thing that they all love is when you don't treat them like a celebrity. Because they know they're a celebrity. They are people. They know they are a celebrity. Now,
just like you, like
yes, I'm gonna tell you. I tell people all the time, give honor where honor is due, and give the respect where the respect is due. Right. But what they love is they love people when you can actually conversate with them or talk to them as if a normal, like I'm talking to you. Like me, I tell anybody, hey, if you see me in public, don't hesitate to, because I've had people to come up to me or be like, or inbox me and be like, I wanted to come speak to you, but I was so nervous. Why? I got the same color blood. I'm like, my blood is the same color as yours, and that's how I look at everybody. I look at everybody, and that's what they love. And so, if you want to, that's the first advice. The second advice is to just be you, be authentic, be original, be authentic, because the people in the industry that that are up at the top or whatnot, they love authenticity. Yeah, they love originality. They love people who are different. They love people who are humble. They
Right.
love people who are meek, are genuine. They love people like that. And so if you have a career path and you are trying to pursue that career path and get in that direction of being able to connect with these different type of people, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that those are some of the qualifications. Those are not all, but those are
Right.
some of the qualifications, because if you can take constructive criticism, you are, listen,
Right.
you can keep getting elevated. I have been criticized in both good and bad ways in the
Right.
industry from all types of people. And
Right.
now I have, like, they literally tell me, yo, I respect you. I'm you know, I don't mind being connected with you. And you know, like I said, I don't take none of this credit. Like, all the
Right.
credit is really because of God. Just allow God, yo. And that's for everybody across the board, whether you in the
Come
gospel industry
on.
or in the other industry. Just allow
Right.
God to do his work. And I promise you, every single time he do his work, it's going to fall into place on time, in the right time.
You
It's
are,
going to
oh
do it.
wait, I did read, you are a pastor's kid. Yes, it's
I
coming
am
out.
I am PK.
PKs Unite, amazing. Um, you preaching. You were preaching.
You
Oh my
know,
God. Yeah,
and
that's
this
good.
and then this is the type of stuff I love giving people, because a lot of times we get so caught up in the whole, you know, I want to meet this person, meet that person, and meet this person. And it's okay. It is okay that you want to meet somebody,
Right.
but when you are on a whole nother level, or when you're trying to get to another level with an
Right.
actual with being actually connected to these people, those are the things that they look for. Because when you approach them, I'm gonna just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I don't approach a lot of these people. I don't approach them as a fan. I may be the most biggest fan in the
Right. And
world of these
just
people,
right.
and just be like, oh my gosh, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love you so much in my mind. But when I approach them, I'm approaching them like, hey, what's up? My name is
Hello, how
Aldren
are you?
McCullar.
Right.
Just in case you don't know who I am, I'm
Right.
over Gospel Artist Entertainment. I do So You Think You Can Sing. I'm a blogger. I'm a social media influencer. Let me
Right.
tell you about this. I do A, B, and C. And they'd be like, okay, all right, let's stay connected. But
Right.
when you sit up here, hey, I'm just such a guy. They're gonna be like, okay.
Like, look, like right now I'm trying to scream because Keandra Lockett just said hi,
What
my
up,
Terri.
Keandra?
I'm trying not to be hyped. Hey,
That's
Keandra.
my friend. What up, Keandra?
Isn't she wonderful?
I love her.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so that's what they love. They
Yeah.
love when you can just, you know, when you have something going, you know, or you're trying to build a career and you approach them as a boss.
Right. Car. Wait,
Approach
wait,
them as a boss. They're
hold
gonna
on. Don't
treat you
too
like a
fast on
boss.
that one right there. Come on. Bring that back. Say that one. No. Hold on. He dropping some gems out. Say that again.
When you approach them as a boss, they will treat you like a boss. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, that's
Every
so
time,
real.
every
Yeah.
time, because that's how I was able to build so many connections. And I'm a person that I would never boast and brag about who I know. Sometimes you won't even know who I know, all because of the simple fact that over time your work will speak for itself.
Yes.
And so when you
Yes.
cannot expect boss results if you don't never put in the boss work. I'm just saying, you cannot do it. You cannot. Being a boss comes with sacrificing. Being a boss comes with guidance and teaching. Being a boss comes with work.
Come
You're
on.
putting you're shedding blood. You're shedding tears. You're putting in the sweat. Being a boss, in order for you to get to a boss status, you have to
Listen.
present yourself as a boss. You can never present yourself as an employee. And present yourself. You may be an employee, but you present yourself as a boss, you're going to get boss results.
We getting the line right here. Yes. Ezra, pass mommy's pen. I'm sure that's the color. Pass mommy's pen. That is good. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and that goes for everybody. Anybody can be a boss, but are you willing to put in the work? I'm gonna tell you, I've only had gospel artist entertainment for 5 years, going on 6 years.
Mm.
5 years. 5 years going
Wow.
on 6 years.
Wow.
It's literally based on social media. It's literally based on social media.
That's
The number of
crazy.
people that God has allowed us to reach, because I'm not getting no credit, that
Right.
God has allowed gospel artists entertainment to reach is remarkable. We Back in July, we ended up reaching over 85 million people just on Facebook alone through content. Just 85
Brother.
million people just through content, just posting, just letting
Wow.
people know, hey, go get their music, go buy this, go support this people, go do this. You know,
Word.
we've done it, and it was all because of God. It was not me. It wasn't me. Let me tell you,
Woo.
God allowed me to have a boss mindset to get boss results. I'm done.
Listen. Can you put that on the t-shirt? No, I'm dead serious. Okay. That needs to be
I
on the
just
shirt.
might do that. I might do
All right, and I will surely wear that.
that.
So the attitude has to match, right? What's
Yes.
happening or what you want to see.
Yes.
And my thing, Aldrin, and I'm gonna get back to these questions. My thing is, I feel like people in the world
Mm-hmm.
take this more seriously than we do, right? And we're the
Yeah.
ones with the inheritance, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
people in the world be like, no, I'm gonna think it, I'm gonna speak it, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna act like it, and we just be like, okay, God,
Mm-hmm.
with this fear and timidity. Come
Yeah. I agree. I agree
on, Aldrin.
100%. I agree. And you may be, and the thing is, building up a career, because I had to learn this myself. You will get fearful. You will get
Of
scared,
course. Yeah.
because as you're getting higher, the more you're trying to build and brainstorm and put this blueprint together to build up your company or build up your career, you will get
Right.
fearful because of the things that people may say, people may do. You may not like everybody come in. You may not like everybody's, mindset about
Right.
what you do.
Of
But
course.
the number one thing about fear is you should never let it show and overpower you, because the
Never.
very moment that you let that fear show and overpower you, people will take advantage of that and use that against you. But when you have God on your side, he will allow that fear to completely disappear. Your heart may be pounding, but when you stand as a boss, when you stand as a leader, when you stand as a trendsetter, he will allow people to look at you as a boss, to look at you as the head, to look at you as a leader. And that goes for everybody on here. You're the head. Always remember, you are the head. You're not the tail. You're above and not beneath. He made you to be a lender and not a borrower. That's not just some cliche. That's facts.
That's
That
Bible.
goes for
That's
everybody. That
Bible,
goes for
baby.
everybody.
Bible.
But
Yeah.
it starts within the mind. You gotta embed that into your mind, because once you put that in your mind, it's gonna travel to the heart. You will start seeing results. Ask me how I know. I'm in the position right now. God has allowed me to be in the position right now. I never thought in a million years that I would have so many people reaching out saying, "Hey, let me interview you," or God allowed me to be able to be on the red carpets and be able to
Right.
interview people and
Yes.
be able to
Yes.
connect with people on a
Yes.
one-on-one basis and level. I didn't do that. God did that. That was all Him. I ain't getting no credit. Everything that I have done on earth so far has been materialistic, have been nothing but God. I'm just borrowing it. It's not mine. It's His. All of this, I'm
Woo!
just borrowing it. I'm borrowing it. That's it.
I mean, he gave it to you though. You're not really
He
borrowing it. You're using it, bro. Because he
he
gave it
I'm
to us
he's
to be
using it.
used.
Right. He gave it to me,
You're the
but
vessel. You're the vessel.
exactly. But guess what? I decided to give it back to him. God will give us stuff to give back to him. That's how it will be able to build. Anything, whether you're a singer, dancer, preacher, teacher, you're a musician, you're an artist, you do any talent that you do, when you do it for God and you give, he give us the gift, but he knows exactly what he's doing. He's giving it to us so we can kind of build on it and kind of manifest it and you know, put our brains to it. But then the moment that we give it back to him, then he's allowing it to grow. How you think all of these people are impacting millions of lives in a positive way? You have so many people who have, because they gave their gift back to God. Once we give our gift back to God, he will allow millions to be impacted by our gifts. Now, in order for us to be able to keep that gift, we got to keep him first. Because the moment that we decide that we want to put our gift before him, he would snatch that gift away from us. Next thing you know, we're back at square one. So I'm sorry. That's all I have to say. You know, I don't know how I got there, but hey.
Some people, including myself, needed to hear everything that you said. So please do not apologize.
and you know, and I don't know. A lot of times I get caught up with stuff like this because I've experienced this. Let me tell you, I have literally went to bed crying, feeling like I was not good enough. I felt like everything that I was doing was a mistake. It was worthless. But God had to remind me that no, everything that you're going through is worth it. Not worthless, but it's worth it. It's not worthless, but it's worth it. Why? Because everything that you're going through, you're being tested. Your faith is being tested. Are you really going to give up on the thing that I gave you? Are you really going to give up on the gift that I implanted in you, that I embodied in you, that I allowed you to be able to grow and manifest and reach all of these people? Are you going to give up on that? All of this time, you have literally worked hard. You have worked your behind off. I gave you the strength to get this far. If I gave you 5 years, who said I can't give you another 10 years? If I gave you a 15 years, who said I can't get you to 30? So a lot of times God allowed things to happen in the process of building our career, just so we are being tests and trials come to make us
stronger. Yeah.
It comes to make us strong. That means we're going to be tested. We're not being tested just to be tested or just to try to, you know, downgrade us or try to, you know, to tear us down. We're being tested because it's building us. That way, when that test come around again, we know how to maintain it. We know how to work it, and we know how to pass that test. We know how to do all of that. So a lot of times we are literally going through the things that we're going through. We may not see the green light right now. It may be a red light. It may be a yellow light. But once that green light hit, keep it on that green light. Keep going. And they go for anybody on here. They go for you. They go for everybody that's watching. Everybody that's going to watch. Everything that you're doing, do not quit. I promise you, I was at that point. Wow. The very moment that I wanted to give up on gospel artist entertainment, I wanted to give up on So You Think You Can Sing. I wanted to give up on just promoting people. I wanted to give up because I felt like it was not good enough. God will give us our audience to keep on going. We don't have to go searching for our audience. Our audience is going to come to us. That's what you call a boss move. You keep building. Your audience is going to come to you. Because now they're seeing you, they're looking at you as a leader and a boss. They're not looking at you as some regular person or this random person or anything. When you are building your career, when you have your originality going on in your life, you are literally making boss moves. God will allow people to make boss moves. God will allow things to happen just so you can get to that boss status.
Yeah.
In order for you to see, in order for you to be able to see boss results, you got to do the boss work.
I feel like I could just. I need an organ right now to me to play the benediction and go home. I don't even.
I don't know
Wow.
how I got there. So
Thank you, Holy
yeah,
Spirit. People
yeah.
on the live are being blessed. We got a whole lot of hearts and amens going on. So thank you for your obedience. Wow. One of my questions was what has been the greatest obstacle for you and how did you overcome? So what is that? You mentioned wanting to give up, on gospel artists and so you could sing. So what is it that kept you going? What's that thing that said, you got to keep going?
Well, perseverance. Honestly, I feel like that it was the prayers of my parents. And I'm not and that goes a long way. There, you can have so many people to tell you I'm praying for you and just say those words. But when you actually have somebody to take the time out to lay hands on you, to pray for you, to say, hey, listen, let's take a moment. I just want to pray for you. I want to encourage you. It was really the prayers of if it was not for my parents, I think I would have given up.
And let me tell you about these I call these the old school prayers. Because, God bless these younger, newer pastors. But I'm not talking bad about anybody, brother, but I just noticed a little bit of a difference.
Yeah.
When we talk about tarrying, like really tarrying in the spirit, and I think about my grandmother's prayers and my parents' prayers. Some of these prayers nowadays they sound like motivational speak. Okay, anyway, but we bless God for our parents. We bless God for our parents.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the parent, I tell anybody, listen, if you got praying parents, and if you got parents that is really behind you and supporting you, go for it. My dad I just posted it, my dad randomly sent me a text message today. And it was just out the blue. I'm in the process of packing and, getting ready to move. And so he just randomly sent me a text message today. He was like, son, I'm proud of you. Basically saying, I'm proud of you. I just wanted to let you know that. And I'm like, what you're not going to do is make me shed a tear today.
Right.
That's what you're not going to do. But that meant a lot because, like I stated in the post, me and my dad, we joke around. Even me and my mom, we joke around. We crack jokes on each other. We always laugh and everything. But to have parents that are willing to, support you and keep pushing you, even it says a lot when you want to give up, but your parents won't allow you to give up.
Yes.
They would not allow you to give no matter. Let me tell you, between me and my sister, they would not allow us to give up. They won't allow us to give up. And I appreciate that because if it wasn't for them, I think I would have gotten to that point of just quitting everything. But they literally keep me pushing and keep going. And I tell anybody, listen, if you got some good parents out there, keep them. Keep them, love on your parents while you have a chance because you're going to miss those moments when they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to miss those moments. So just having some praying parents, that's what really kept me going. So that was my biggest motivation.
Amazing. Yeah. Now, I want to talk a little bit of industry because there is the spiritual side of this.
Heck yeah.
And then there is the practical side.
Absolutely.
So you started the song, So You Think You Can Sing, and I'm gonna be totally honest with you. Okay, don't judge me. Hashtag.
Oh,
when Sunday's Best first came out, I was just like, oh my God. How can you judge gospel singers? We are singing for the Lord, right? How is it that you can? I was like, blasphemy. You think you're trying to make money with us? Because how can you judge the anointing, number one, right? And then how can you judge? When you think about gospel, you think about Kiki shit. So if I'm a gospel singer and I can't squall. That means that I can't sing. What if I just want to be smooth like an India Ari and sing gospel?
Right.
Gospel is good news, right? So as I came to understand industry and everything, I came to understand that no matter what genre it is, there's something called the it factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
Yep. I know
I want to
exactly
know
what you're talking
from
about.
you, right? I want to know
Mm-hmm.
from you as the expert, what
Mm-hmm.
is the it factor?
When it comes down to singing,
Yeah.
singing, the it. Okay, so I
Well,
mentioned this.
okay. I'm sorry. Now, when it comes,
Okay.
because anybody can sing, we sing in church all day.
Right.
But
Right.
when it comes to artistry
Mm-hmm.
and wanting to be an artist in the
Mm-hmm.
industry,
Mm-hmm. So the first thing is originality. So that's the thing that I mentioned earlier. Now,
okay,
when you look at people on both sides, when you look at people like Beyonce, or you look at Jamie Foxx, or even on the gospel side, you look at people like Kirk Franklin or the Clark sisters, or
yeah,
Kim Burrell, or some people like that. What when it comes down to artistry, the first thing is will your sound be recognizable?
ooh,
I don't want to hear, because you have a lot of great singers out there, but there are some people out there who sound just like the other person, or at least try to sound like the other person. And it's like
yes,
we already have a Mary, we already have a
right,
Yolanda Adams, we
right.
already have a Brandy, we already have a Monica. Shout out to Brandy and Monica.
But okay, because
We
I want to know Team Monica or Brandy. That was the last question, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay. So we already have these artists out here. They have a distinctive sound. They have a unique sound. So
Yes, definitely.
is your sound original? And this is on the natural side. Will it be recognizable? And will it be memorable? Because I
Mm.
should be able to remember your sound.
Wow.
So we're talking vocals right now. Vocally, will we be able to remember your sound? Will we be able to say, hey, I heard you sing this day. I remember exactly who you are. Or, you put out a single or EP or album,
Right.
and you have a distinctive sound. And then, like, maybe 2 years later, we hear your voice again. And it's like, oh, I know exactly who that
I
is.
remember.
I
Wow.
remember. So if you
Yeah.
sound like the next person, or if you sound like two or three different other people, that's a red flag right there. Now you may can sing, you may have a beautiful voice,
Mm-hmm.
but is your voice unique and original? And the reason why I say that is because people have to find their own sound. I have heard so many people who try to sound like another artist, and they can
Boy.
sing, but it's like, they trying to sound like this person.
Yeah.
You
Studying
already know.
everything.
Stay in your lane vocally. No, I know me. I know I don't sound like nobody else when I sing.
Right.
I don't care. I'm not trying to sound like Derek Coley, or I'm not trying to sound like John P. Key. I'm not
Right.
trying to sound like Zakar. I'm trying to sound just like myself. And I know how to sound exactly like myself. And like I said, I'm not an artist. So I don't want nobody thinking that I'm an artist. I just know how to sing a little bit. But I'm not an artist. I ain't trying to be no artist. But but you have to find your sound. So that's the first thing. The second thing is, make sure you look like an artist.
Mm.
Appearance. Let me tell you, I don't
Break
care
that
what
down, brother.
nobody
Break it
say.
down.
I don't care what nobody say. Appearance matter.
Even
Appearance
if it's for the
matter.
Lord. Even if
Even
it's
if for the Lord.
gospel music. Right.
Appearance matter.
Wow.
You have to look like an artist. You have to, because I don't care what nobody's saying. I'm just to speak on Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga will come out in an egg.
Baby.
She is an artist. Because everybody now is going to remember. If you didn't know who Lady Gaga was, you're going to know her by that egg.
Yes.
And this is what you call trademarking yourself.
Yes.
You have to look like an artist. I don't care what it is. You may dress in the craziest thing. Guess what? People are going to know you.
That's
Now
you.
make sure it's crazy and fashionable. Get you a stylist.
Not just crazy.
Just not, don't dress like you're going to Walmart on a sunny day. And everything is flowing out. No, that's just
But
crazy.
I want to be an artist. No. No.
That's just crazy. That ain't gonna cut it. No,
All right.
no, that ain't gonna cut it. But you have to You have to know how to dress and be presentable
Yes.
whenever you hit the stage. You know, whenever you are getting opportunities, there are going to be people. They look at appearance first. Are you marketable?
Marketable. Come on, say that word.
Are you marketable?
Mm.
That not only goes for your sound, but that goes for your appearance. Do you have an image? And people can say all the time, well, I had to, this and that, and I don't think I should be able to look like this. Well, if you want to I'm just being honest.
Right.
If you want to be successful in the career in the music industry, whatever it is, whether it's acting, whether it's doing magic, or whatever, if your image is not up to par, you will not be successful when it comes down to that.
Truth.
Even some of the most non good looking people have an image. They have a distinctive look.
Yes. Yeah.
Every celebrity is not good looking, but they are at the top because their image is marketable and is memorable.
Yes. That's good.
People remember their images. Now I'm not gonna get the calling names on that because I don't want to get in the blogs now.
Right.
So
Aldren McCullar said.
I don't want to get in the blogs now.
Right.
I'm not gonna say that. There are some celebrities out there who don't look great, as on the outside, but their image. Listen, phenomenal stylists. Absolutely phenomenal stylist, and that's just one of them. So but you have to. When it comes down to you have to have a distinctive sound for any artist, and this goes for anybody in the industry. Period. Your image plays a big part. If you're going to do a photo shoot, make sure you get a professional photographer.
Wait, you mean to tell me I can't get the iPhone 11?
No,
it just came out.
No, you cannot. You cannot. I forbid you. No, if you get a professional photographer, whoever, I don't care if you know somebody with a good Cannon camera or somebody that know how to work with a Nikon or something, whatever kind of camera they use.
Right.
Get you a professional photographer because you cannot, when you are wanting to be booked for events or when you are wanting to be booked to do interviews or anything like that, when you send over a promo pic, the first thing they're going to look is your picture clear?
Resolution,
your resolution says everything.
Resolution matters.
The flyer can be jacked up, but if you have a good photo, that photo is going to stand out. Correct. And it's going to make that flyer look good.
Correct.
Because you use the good photographer.
Right.
Your image says everything. That so get you you cannot. I don't want to see no selfies. You can stop using selfies. Stop using
no bathroom pictures.
No bathroom pictures. I shouldn't see the dishes on your countertop in the kitchen. What you talking about? Oh, this is my photo. Listen, I
put the filter on it.
The filter, and that's even worse. Skin complexion 30 times lighter than what you.
You show up to the event, they're like, "I'm sorry, who are you? What did you? You were light skinned." We laugh about it, but these things happen, and I'm not in the industry yet, and I'll be like, "Sis, what?"
Yeah, that matters, yo. That matters. That matter. And I'm a person. See, I'm a person where I like to help people out. Because even a lot of the content that we get sent our way, with my company, and I can only speak on behalf of my company. Everything that we post, we always we try to use high resolution, photos or whatnot, because your brand and your image says a lot.
That sigh Aldren just said so much in itself. That sigh.
Because listen, I get stuff sent to me all the time.
I get.
I get stuff sent to me all the time.
I can imagine.
All the time.
I can
imagine. People sending me stuff sending me pictures and want me to advertise and everything. I'm like,
Right.
okay, all right. I'm like, okay, send me over what you got. And then I'm sitting up here and I'm like, yo, why are you sending me a picture you took in your car?
Because the sunlight hit the face at the good
No. No, right. I'm tired. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I just want to. It's 2020, and I'm like, yo,
right.
at least if you, yo, I'm telling you, these are the tips that I just want to share, and this is something that I've learned because I made the same mistakes.
Right.
You know, starting out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've made the same mistakes. I've literally cropped myself out of a picture. I was in my bedroom, took a selfie, cropped myself out, and sent it over. And they're like, sir.
Oh my God.
It's like, I made the same mistake. I'm guilty. I was there.
Oh my God.
I was there. I made the same mistake. So
wow.
to prevent making the mistake that I made, I
right.
just want y'all to know you have to learn how to market yourself. So your image plays a huge part. Right. Your you know, even if you're an artist and you know you have a sound that you know you want the world to know, find your sound. Everybody loves a different and unique sound. You know, you can sing any song and still have your sound.
So let me play devil's advocate here, right? Okay. Because when and guys, if you have any questions, please put it in the box. I'm so sorry. We here just to chat, and it's supposed to be about you guys too. Just put the question in the box with the question mark.
Johnny, what's up?
We'll have a chance to get to it. So when we talk about gospel music, right? There is a sound for gospel, and
there's a sound.
There is a sound. And there is a what's the word I'm looking for? A desired sound. Okay. Mm-hmm. So if I don't sound like everyone, yet I still want to pursue my artistry and I want to be recognizable, I want to be memorable. Mm-hmm. You know, I find like artists, they feel that pressure. Mm-hmm. So I may not be able to squall like Kiki, but I'm sure gonna learn. I'm gonna study it just so because I want to get in. So what do you say to that person who has a unique sound, but it's not the sound, but they know what God's given to them?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Music is dope, production is dope. Look, everything they have it.
Yeah.
What would you say to that person?
Your sound may not be the sound for that season. It may be the sound, but it may not be the sound for that season. And the reason why I said it is because everybody has their season when it comes down to, you know, you may have a unique and different sound, and you may have that sound that everybody may love.
Right.
But if you seem stagnant, it's because it's not your time to get to that next level yet. Wow. Even with a unique sound. Prime example, one of my friends, I love her. She's so phenomenal. Leandria Johnson.
Yes,
Leandria had been singing before she even went to Sunday Best. She was singing in church. She was doing everything. You know, she has a powerful testimony of how she used to be homeless and everything. She kept singing. Her sound did not become the sound until she won, or she was on Sunday Best. She first auditions on Sunday Best. When she first auditioned on Sunday Best, that's how everybody knew that's the sound.
Wow.
That's the reason why she ended up winning. Till this day, her sound is still effective. It's recognizable. Yeah. It's memorable. It's marketable. She has a unique sound. So when you have that sound, it may not be the sound for that moment. You may have a sound that is great and that is powerful, but it may not be for that moment. Your sound may be the sound in the next 3 years. Everybody has their own. God gives everybody their own timing. On His time, my sound may not. I may not be the next Tyler Perry until like maybe 10 years from now, maybe 5 years from now. He's one of my biggest inspirations.
Yes.
He created such an incredible and impactful platform for so many people until it have literally got him to the status that he's at now. He had been doing plays for years and years and years. His sound at the time wasn't the sound. Wow. And all it took is for this one play to come out.
Right.
For everybody to just start loving them. Now, that sound became the sound of
He's
that
right.
time, and now
Yeah.
he is the sound for so many people that literally is looking up to him.
Wow.
So over the time, it took him a long time to get to where he was. Now he has this big studio that he have built for black entertainers and for
Right.
actors, and making movies on top of movies, and
Right.
it's just so incredible. His sound became the
So,
sound in God's time, and it wasn't his time at that time.
come
So when
on.
God said, okay, now your sound is the sound, we need your sound. Now it's time to make an impact across millions of people's lives. Guess what? Boom, his sound became the
That's
sound.
it.
Now his sound is still as effective as it is today.
Right. Tyler Perry, please call me. Yes.
Me too. Listen.
Right. Call us. Wow. I interviewed an A&R. He was a former A&R for a big label, and it was so interesting because I said, "Well, who were some of the first people that you brought in?" And he mentioned at the time going to a concert and seeing Ty Tribbett, and
I love him.
he approached the label about him, and they
Yeah.
said no. Isn't that
Really?
crazy? And then years later, somebody obviously signed Ty. But could you imagine like somebody telling Ty Tribbett no with all of that? But it wasn't
See,
his timing.
it wasn't his timing. He was so
Crazy.
underrated at that time, and still is. Let me tell you, people like him, and that I'm glad you brought up Ty Tribbett. He has a unique sound.
Yes.
Don't nobody sound like Ty Tribbett.
Nobody.
His energy is 10 and beyond.
Matchless. Yeah.
And he's marketable. He has a unique image.
Yes.
When you see him in public, people know that's Ty Tribbett. When you hear his voice on the radio, they may not ever announce his sound or announce him as a person. They don't have an announcer. When you hear his sound, you automatically know, oh, that's Ty Tribbett.
Wow. Hello, Melba
He
Moore.
is Auntie Melba. That's another favorite supporter of mine, Auntie Melba Moore. Listen,
we're supposed to be staying calm. Yes, hello, Miss.
Look, a faithful supporter. Look, since she came in, Auntie Melba Moore, unique sound.
Very.
That's why she's a legend in her own
Distinct.
way.
Yes.
Distinctive sound. Don't nobody sound like Melba Moore. She has her own sound, and that's why she has made such an impact across the music industry. Anybody that have a unique sound, anybody that have a great sound, anybody that finds their own sound will make a huge impact. People will be able to distinguish your sound amongst each other. You may not sound like I sound.
Right.
Somebody may say, hey.
Okay, because we don't need two of you.
Yeah. We don't need a duplicate. We already have it. One is good enough. Don't nobody sound like Beyonce. That's why she's at the top. Don't nobody dance like Beyonce. Beyonce is one of the most talented people that has ever been created on earth. She is phenomenal.
Name, okay?
Beyonce is absolutely incredible.
She's ridiculous.
And that's why she is marketable to the masses across the world.
Come on.
When you see her name, when you hear her, people know that's Beyonce.
That's it.
That goes for anybody. Denzel Washington, Angela Bassett, these actresses and actors, these
really
people.
Yeah.
And I have to bring up my boy, Chadwick Boseman. I have to bring him up. Marketable. One of the most hardest working people in the entertainment industry.
Listen.
Fought through his sickness. Absolutely did an incredible job with everything that he has done in his career.
I said, people, I went off on Facebook a little bit. I said, my father passed of cancer. I said, I've lived with someone that has cancer, and I've had to go and pick him up from chemotherapy and see that.
Yeah.
I said, this man had cancer for 4 years and did four of the best films, right? Impactful. But what are you doing in your total health? Okay.
That's the question everybody should be asking.
Okay.
We never knew. And it wasn't meant for us to know.
Right.
We never knew that what he was going through it. And the reason why we never knew, because every single time he got in front of the camera,
Hmm.
He looked healthy. He looked strong. He had a smile on his face. He worked
Yes.
hard. He worked as if
Yes.
he was just a normal.
Right.
Nobody ever knew.
Right.
His testimony, listen, his testimony should be a testimony that from that day on forward,
Yes.
we should be able to carry out each and every day of our lives.
Yes.
A lot of times people don't know what we're going through because we, us strong people, we will literally stand in front of you with a smile. We will encourage you. A lot of times the encourager needs encouragement.
Definitely.
The encourager needs encouragement.
Definitely.
And that's what I respect about Chadwick. He
Yes.
never allowed his sickness to display on the outside.
Never. He would even show up to interviews and
exactly. Exactly. But our lazy behinds that are in great health won't even get off of our behinds and get to work and try to at least give a quarter of the day towards our dreams and goals. We want everybody to do stuff for us. We can't never do it on our own. He did everything on his own. He had the strength and the courage.
He didn't even have the strength. Okay?
I advise, let me tell you, and that's the thing. We saw that he had the strength, but in reality, he didn't even have the strength. He literally kept going. We would have never known, and that's what's most admirable about him, because he kept working through his sickness, and I applaud him. Listen, that's why when I found out, I was literally about to break down, because I'm like, yo, it was so random. Yes. You know, and our grieving moments would never compare to his actual family. But
of course,
everybody, because he made such an impact across the world, not just the United States, but across the world.
Globally.
It was globally. It was like, yo, it was almost like every last one of us lost a family member.
Seriously.
So yeah. So
we have 1 minute left till they cut us off of Instagram. If the Brandy versus Monica wasn't happening at 8:00, I would ask you to come back.
Right. That's okay. Yeah, because I'm gonna be watching that too.
But oh my God, you have given us so much tonight. I don't know how to say thank you.
Oh, listen, I appreciate you. I'm honored that you even asked me. And hopefully this won't be the last time, because I definitely would love to come back. You are phenomenal, and I appreciate you for supporting me. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. This will not be my son is all up in my shit. This will not be the last time. I'm sorry, this will not be the last time. Keep pressing. I can't wait to see, gospel artists in the next 5 years. Just remember the little people. That's all I'm asking, okay?
Listen, remember me, and I'm definitely going to remember you. Everybody's the same.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you.
So much.
God bless. Everybody reach out to Aldren, okay? If you're an independent artist, send him your good pictures, y'all.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
All right.